But first, investigators are on the case of a shooting that killed a University of Alabama graduate student. Police responded to Sterling Crimson Apartments early Sunday morning. WVUA reporter Travis Leader has the latest details on this homicide.
25-year-old UA graduate student Trey Johnson died at DCH soon after he was shot at Sterling Crimson Apartments.
He had actually parked his vehicle near the fence of 12th Avenue, was walking to the building where his friend lives, and we believed he was shot somewhere between his vehicle and that building.
One resident describes what her roommates witnessed as the shot startled them out of bed.
They ducked down to the floor, and after they stayed down in the room, and after they heard the ambulance, they came out here and looked out, and they saw someone's chest being pumped.
Were they scared?
Yes, very scared.
Another explains the scene as he drove back to his place from work.
As soon as I got home, there was 3 police cars, 2 ambulances, and a fire truck. And some of the neighbors were out, and I was talking to them, and they said they did hear some loud noises that could have been gunshots.
This weekend shooting at Sterling Crimson Apartments is raising questions on whether this is a safe place for students to live.
Yesterday, I was actually at my friend's house, and I came back late at night, and I made her come back with me because I didn't want to come in alone. So I'm very cautious now.
Tuscaloosa as a whole, you got to be on your toes, and it's a college town. It's a mix of a lot of different types of people doing a lot of different types of things each day.
Tuscaloosa Homicides still cannot say whether Johnson was the intended target of the shooting.
I'm not sure that he was an intended target. There's nothing that we can find thus far in his lifestyle or his behavior that moment that should have put him at increased risk for this type of violence.
Johnson was set to finish his graduate studies in December. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Travis Leader, WVUA News.
And we attempted to contact Sterling Crimson Apartments for comment. We have not heard back from them. However, a resident gave us a flyer that the Sterling Crimson management has given to tenants, reinforcing the importance of safety and what to do if a crime happens. Meanwhile, a fund has been set up by Trey Johnson's graduate school colleagues to help with a memorial. To learn more, go to WVUATV.com and click on numbers and links. And according to Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide Captain Lloyd Baker, there have been 7 homicides in Tuscaloosa County so far during 2011, this year. In 2010, there were 14 homicides, and that's the same for as 2009. Also on your crime watch, an attempted murder case. This happened around the same time as the apartment complex shooting. The Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide Unit says Ricky Crooks is charged with attempted murder. Investigators say the incident happened around 2 a.m. Sunday at the intersection of 10th Avenue and Hargrove Road, just a few blocks away from Sterling Crimson Apartments. Investigators say they don't know if those 2 cases are related. According to police, Crooks got into an altercation with someone. Then Crooks, say police, pulled away from a gas station and fired shots backwards as he fled the store. No one was hurt. Now for the third crime in that area, a robbery and stabbing case. This happened last night, also at the intersection of Hargrove Road and 10th Avenue. Tuscaloosa police say around 9:20 p.m., the suspect tried to sell the victim a cell phone. The victim refused and walked into a gas station. Tuscaloosa police say the victim tried to leave the store and get into his vehicle, but the suspect stabbed him, took his wallet, and left the scene. Now police are still looking for that suspect. In other news now, the city of Northport had their first chance to sell alcohol on Sundays this past weekend, and business owners that we talked to say they are pleased with the outcome. The owner of Spirits in Northport says he saw a steady number of people on Sunday, including new customers. And we spoke with Northport Mayor Bobby Herndon, who told us that the passage of Sunday alcohol sales was vital for his city to remain economically competitive with Tuscaloosa.
A lot of our businesses had lost business since Tuscaloosa had passed their referendum. And a lot of the Northport folks on Sundays were going across the river to restaurants and convenience stores and grocery stores and Walmart and Kmart. So it was hurting our existing businesses. So yesterday was a good day to start getting that business back.
And Northport businesses say they expect to see even higher sales next Sunday due to the Alabama home football game next weekend. In news from across the nation, the National September 11th Memorial in New York is now open to the public. You're looking at a pool where the South Tower of the World Trade Center, we'll see that video shortly, used to stand. The names of nearly 3,000 people who died there are etched in bronze around the pool, and a twin pool where the North Tower used to stand. The memorial was opened a day early to the victims' families on the 10th anniversary of those terror attacks. The neighboring National September 11th Museum is also almost complete, and it's slated to open next year. President Barack Obama says he's sending his jobs bill to Congress today, and lawmakers should pass it immediately with no games, politics, or delays. The bill that Mr. Obama unveiled during a speech to Congress last week aims to create thousands of jobs through a blend of tax cuts, spending on public works projects, and aid to state and local governments. The White House is sending the bill to Capitol Hill today. Mr. Obama says this $447 billion job creation program is meant to put more people back to work.